Scotcheroos are like Rice Krispie Treats' sophisticated cousin. They're made of puffed rice cereal that is coated in a sweet peanut butter syrup that's then topped with melted chocolate and butterscotch. Usually made with corn syrup, my recipe subs in honey and maple syrup that gives it a complex flavor that lacks absolutely nothing. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
This is a pretty easy recipe that doesn't even require you to turn on your oven, but you still need to get your ducks in a row before you get going. Namely, prepping your pan. To do this, lightly grease an 8-inch square baking pan and line it with 2 pieces of parchment paper, crisscrossing them. The parchment can also be used as a sling to remove the bars later. Now is also a good time to chop your chocolate. And because butterscotch chips are also a bit hard to come by in Australia, I'm also chopping up a block of Cadbury caramel. I find this to be a pretty good sub. And also make sure not to drop any on the floor if you have a dog sniffing about. Now it's time to make the bars themselves. First off, add some honey, maple syrup, and a bit of sugar to a small saucepan. Set it over medium heat and, stirring constantly to dissolve the sugar, bring the mixture up to a simmer. Once the mixture is simmering, remove it from the heat and stir in some peanut butter. This is also a good time to add salt, but I forgot to do that and had to add it in later. Use a regular creamy peanut butter rather than a natural kind to ensure you don't have a greasy final product. Now add some puffed rice cereal to a large mixing bowl and pour your peanut butter syrup over it. Stir until the cereal is completely coated in the syrup. This is where I remembered to add the salt. Then go ahead and spread the cereal into the prepared pan, making sure it's evenly spread out. Next, set up a makeshift double boiler by adding a bit of water to a small saucepan and bringing it up to a gentle simmer. Then, in a heat-proof bowl, add your topped dark chocolate and butterscotch chips or caramelized white chocolate like I'm using. Set the bowl over the simmering water, but make sure the bowl isn't touching the water, and stir gently to melt the chocolate and butterscotch. Once melted, go ahead and stir in some coconut oil. This allows it to set with a glossy finish. Pour the chocolate mixture over the puffed rice, then move the whole dish to the fridge to set up completely. Then, all you need to do is remove the slab from the pan and cut them into 16 different bars. Go ahead and enjoy them as you see fit. And if you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!